Hi, it's Jez here from nigezza.co.uk, and I'm here with the third card in my Varied Vases series. So I did a simple stamping one there, then I stepped it up a little bit by adding some DSP coloured cardstock layer and a little bit of watercolour in. So today we're going to go a little bit stepped up from that by double matting. Changing the colour this time just so you can see a different colourway. So we've got an extra thick Whisper White card blank there. That's my standard size, so it's half a sheet of A4. And then we've got a matte in Blueberry Bushel, and I have done my usual sort of gutting that I do so that I'm not wasting cardstock. And because these are retiring, so end of May, and that's it, they'll be all gone. So I am sort of preserving as much as I can whilst I've still got it. And then I'm doing my second layer in Whisper White on top, and this is what I'll be doing the stamping on. And I'm sticking with the Varied Vases stamp set, and I'm going to be using the punch. So we're going to stamp it in exactly the same way. Each card I have stamped in the same way. This one adding watercolouring and DSP. I'm still going to add DSP to this, and I am going to watercolour, but I'm going to heat emboss it with some black embossing powder. So when I was doing this one, and I'd said, oh, watercolouring is really forgiving, and I said, one thing that's really good is when you heat emboss it. And I went, oh, I'll do that next time, if I remember. Well, I have remembered, partly because I am filming this immediately afterwards, although you're not going to see it immediately afterwards. So, I don't know why I did that, because they're already mounted from the last time I did it. So I've got everything here. Now the difficulty with this is because you can't see Versamark very well when you stamp to sort of know if I've done it right, but if I stamp and put the powder on each bit separately, will be all right, I think. So like before, I'm gonna stamp the shelf bit first so I know where that goes. So we're going to put that about there, and I can just see that, so I'm going to put my sentiment, sticking with the same sentiment. Yep, that appears right. Actually, I'm going to carry on stamping because I can see it. You probably can't on camera, but I can. So, going to put that one there. Last time I punched out the vases, which I actually think I might do so that I can see where they're going. So I'm going to stick with the same one. So get one out of there. Great way of using up your scraps. And then I actually don't want to waste too much. So I'm just going to cut a strip, because I am getting to, that was my last piece of this one, so I don't want to, oh, I've cut it the wrong way. Oh, no, that'll work. Be a little bit different, got the pattern going the other way in this, so that'll be like that. So that'll be there, So it's just so I kind of got an idea of where this is going. It's going there. And then this last one, gonna go there. And I just got to hope that in my faffing around, the powder hasn't dried. Not the powder, the ink. It does look a bit. I think I might have not quite stamped enough on that one. We'll see. Oh, I have. I have. Didn't use my embossing buddy. That's useless. Absolutely useless. There we go. I might put a little bit more over there. And then I'm just going to get my paintbrush. Some little flakes. Need to get rid of. Oh, got rid of that. Didn't want to do that. Put them back. There. That will do. Yep. That will do. Put it there before I knock any more off. There we go. And then we'll take my heat gun and we'll heat all that up. Let's move these out of the way. Move those out of the way because they will just fly off and then I'll never find them. They'll go into the abyss that is the floor below where I film, never to be seen again. Right, so there we go. I find it really hard to see when black's done. I think that's done. Yep, might just do a little bit more over in that corner. You never want to overdo it because then it just kind of burns it and it goes a bit flat. So there we go. That's that all done. I might just take my little ink rubber and take off some bits. There will actually be sort of covered over some of these bits with the punched out vases, which now I can't find. Oh, there they are. So these are going to go on. There. So now we're just going to, like we did before, do some watercolouring. So I've got my blueberry brush on. And last time I did it with an aqua painter. I might do it this time with my blender pen. Because I do like these. So I might do it with these. Get rid of them for the moment. So I'm just picking up a bit of ink. Colouring in. Fine, because you've got slight raised edge with the heat embossing, sort of stays in the lines a bit better. And like I did before, I haven't re-inked as I've gone along here, so we've got a graduation there of the colours. So do these little petals. Do like this colour. I'm not a pineapple punch fan, although I know lots of people like it. When I shared my thank you cards, when I did one in each of the colours with the painted poppies, so many people like the pineapple punch one. Not my favourite at all. And I'm not a fan of Grapefruit Grove, but I know lots of people are. I thought Claw Me Clover was quite good at Christmas. And I do love this blue. And I surprised myself how many times I've used Lovely Lipstick, because I'm not a pink fan, but it is kind of not really what I would consider pink, really. It's quite a nice sort of bright colour. There is a stamp. You can fill in all of these with stamping, actually. It's sort of two-step stamping, but I quite like the idea of having a bit of watercolour in, so it wasn't necessarily a full even colour. I'll just turn this grid mat over, so I don't want to. There we go. We just get rid of the colour, and that's that done. And then I'll just rub that off on my chamois, and it's all nice and clean. With using the blender pen, I could have just took it straight from the stamp pad, actually. So you can see there the difference between watercolouring with an aqua painter and watercolouring with the blends. So it's just sort of preference, really, whichever you like. I just thought I'd show you the two different ways. Now I'm going to put those lines in again like we did before. Quite like that as an effect. So I went to 1/4 of an inch and scored a line. There again. It's just a quick, easy, simple way of adding a little bit of interest to your card. There we go. You see the lines there. You could actually do it the other way around, and you could have had the emboss. That's the deboss. So it is up to you which way round you do it. So now let's put them together. So I've gutted, so I'm going to stick that down first. So we know that that's in place. And then you've got the choice of popping the next layer up on dimensionals or sticking it down flat. There we go. So then that's going on there. As I say, if I do what I did before, which was pop up the vase, then this one I popped up the base. I think I'm going to pop this up, and I might pop up the vase. I might just push the boat out. You get into large letter postage if you're posting. I'm trying to find my dimensionals. I was using them yesterday on my desk, which is an enormous mess now. So can't actually find them. Those are my mini dimensionals, but I want the bigger ones. to stick that on. I'll just get another packet out. Get another packet out and find them later. They can maybe stay on my desk. They can be my desk ones. So put one in each corner. And then I like to give the middle some stability, so just put a couple down there. Off. There we go. And stick that on the right way would be helpful. So got an even border all the way around, so that's that. They weren't quite dry and I've gone and smudged like a wally. Quick, get that smudge off. This is a ink eraser. I think it just basically takes a bit of the cardstock off, so it's a good job it's thick cardstock. Smudging again. Absolute wally. There we go. And then I want to put my vases on. So like before, I'm going to pop up the one in the middle. So when you do this, please be warned to let your watercolour ink dry before you start faffing with anything else. Could have just wafted with the heat gun. That would have worked. But then you've got the danger of adding more heat to your heat embossing, so you maybe don't want to do that. Oh, there it is. I was thinking, where's my lid? And then I'll just put a couple of dimensionals on this one. So I'll put one on the neck of the vase. Two on the bottom. Should have used my pokey tool. There. Use my pokey tool now. If I can see it. I was using it like seconds ago. There it is. There it is. Okay. There we have it. There we have it. So that is the 3 versions that I've done. So that is it's just staying in it. So there they all are. Which do you like best? I like them all. I do love the simplicity of that. I do quite like monochrome cards, and you know, it's quite sort of subtle. And then I like the difference between these two, the way it sort of pops there quite nicely. So all the details, as usual, will be on my blog, nigezza.co.uk, link down below to the actual blog post. Please like and subscribe. I'm not far off 3,000, which was my goal to do by the end of celebration. So please help me get there. And yeah, and if you'd like to shop with me, if you haven't got a demonstrator, then there are links to my shop down below, or you can just get there on my blog. Okay, bye for now.